Hi there. Well, I thought I would give a message today because I know a lot of people are hurting today, and I know a lot of people are in fear today, and I know there's a lot of anger going around today, and I have some experience in dealing with that. So I thought I would maybe share some of that experience to maybe help those who are really going through it today. I'm surprised. I things didn't turn out with this election as I had hoped. I'll be honest, and but I'm surprisingly I'm at peace with it. Now, whether that's I'm in denial or what, I don't know, but I feel at peace, and I think it's because I've been through the ringer just recently with having to deal with calamity, what perceived calamity when my husband lost his job in February. And I say perceived calamity because we do have our perception of what calamity is. And there's a reading in Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous that I always like to go back to, and it says, "Perhaps there is a better way. We think so. For we are now on a different basis, the basis of trusting and relying upon God. We trust an infinite God rather than our finite selves. And when the world to play the role that He assigns, and just to the extent that we do as we think He would have us, and humbly rely upon Him, does He enable us to match calamity with serenity." So, yeah, when my husband lost his job in February, it was a calamitous thing, but you know what? We were taken care of, and he's got a job now. We were taken care of, and money came when money was needed. It just did. And God was there. God was there the whole time. So this prepared me for that perceived calamity was actually not a calamity at all, because it grew me closer to my higher power to prepare me for other events in my life that may appear calamitous, but I have to trust that God's going to take care of us just like He did when my husband was unemployed. And we managed to not even feel the effects of unemployment. We got through. So things might appear calamitous right now, but the only way they can become calamitous is if I turn them calamitous. And what do I mean by that? Well, things didn't turn out the way I wanted them to, and I can react with anger, resentment, fear, and that boomerangs right back at me. And then I walk around in anger, resentment, and fear. And for this recovering alcoholic, I can't afford to walk around in anger, resentment, and fear. It'll kill me, because I'll be in danger of taking that first drink. So what do? How do I stop it? Well, just like when you were in school and the fire chief would come in, it's like, if you're ever caught on fire, you need to stop, drop, and roll. So that's what I got to do. I got to stop what I'm doing, drop out of this, whatever's causing me to feel the pain, which is watching excessive news shows, and then roll into recovery. So stop what I'm doing, drop out of the news cycle, social media craziness for a while maybe, and then roll into recovery. So what is the recovery? Well, recovery for me is, rather than react in hate, I'm going to react in love. I'm taking my dog out this afternoon, and we're going to go do therapy dog work because it feeds my soul. So I'm going to go and be around other people who may have voted for the other party or may have voted for my person, but they're still people. So I'm going to go and take my dog over there and let them love on my dog and try and bring a little happiness to the world today. I've got my journal. Look, I got my journal from the Dollar Tree. I'm planning on writing in my journal today because I don't want to keep what's in here. I want to get it out of there and onto paper. And it doesn't necessarily mean I even have to write, Dear diary, I'm really pissed. No, I can let it out. I can say, F this situation. This sucks. I can release it. But I don't dwell in it, and I get it on paper, and I let it go. And then I move on. You know, when my husband lost his job, I took a job as an Amazon Flex driver. And so I literally would pile boxes in my car and go to Amazon, and they would give me a route of where to go. And I had no choice where I was going to go. Wherever they sent me, they sent me, and I just had to drop the packages off. And one time they sent me to a rural area. Did I say that right? Rural area. And I remember as I'm pulling into these places, they're in the middle of nowhere. All I saw were signs that no trespassing, beware of dog. And literally I'm like driving down going, holy shit, what am I doing here? Is it really worth it for the $18 an hour that I'm getting for this? And then I would pull in, I'd hear gunshots firing in the background. I'm like, oh God, I'm scared. And then I would sometimes run into the person who had the signs, beware of dog, do not enter, stay out, no trespassing. And I would see them, and they'd be the nicest people in the world. They'd be like, hey, can I grab that package for you? How you doing? Can I get you a water? You doing okay today? And they treated me really nice. And it got me thinking, it's like, why am I so scared? And I was like, because I'm seeing the signs that are showing that they're scared. So what's it saying? It's like we're scared of each other right now. We're so scared of each other right now. And in the end, we're just people. We're just people trying to get through, right? And so I have to choose to love my neighbor today, not fear my neighbor. Because when I love my neighbor, I'm better off. And that, whatever that means, how am I going to love my neighbor today? Driving my son to school today, I decided I'm going to let cars in. I'm going to just let cars in. And if they wave at me, yay. If they don't wave at me, I'm not going to be pissed. I'm just letting them in because it's a good thing to do. And I always appreciate it when I'm stuck somewhere and people let me in. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to go do my therapy dog work today. I'm going to journal today. And I'm doing this message because maybe I'm hoping that maybe it might just help those of you out there who are feeling a little or feeling a lot off balance today. And especially to the addict and alcoholic out there, I just want to say, this is nothing that your higher power can't fix and make better. And this is nothing that a drink will make 10,000 times worse. So don't take that drink or drug to solve these feelings. Turn to your higher power, turn to your God of your understanding, whatever your God of your understanding is, to pull you through, and trust and know that, yeah, maybe things didn't turn out the way you wanted them to today, or maybe they did. But whatever you do, don't take that first drink or drug, no matter what. It won't fix things. The only thing that will fix things is the connection to this power greater than yourself to heal the soul. In the end, it comes down to the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. I can't change how things are or what the turnout was. The courage to change the things I can. I can have the courage to change my reaction to whatever they are and choose not to go down the negative path, but go towards the light, Carol Ann. Go towards the light. And then maybe I'll find some healing. Maybe I'll find some peace and the wisdom to know the difference. So all I can give you today is a message of hope, and that, to match with Calamity with serenity, just humbly rely on this power, higher power, God of your understanding. Don't drink no matter what if you're an alcoholic. And if you're not an alcoholic or you potential alcoholic, still don't drink. It's not going to fix the problem. It'll only make it worse. In fact, I'm getting ready to head right into Intergroup to collect a bunch of newcomer packets and white chips for my 12-step recovery group, because I think there's going to be a lot of people coming in, because people are going to turn to alcohol and drugs to try and feel better. and that never works. So trust God. You'll be fine. Stop, drop, and roll into recovery, and see what can I do to love my neighbor today instead of fear my neighbor. And you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Okay? So I don't know if this helped you. I hope it did. And I'm grateful for you today. So that's all I got. I hope it helps you. All right. Bye.